next up, is it Neil Cassady? Is it Cassady? Cassie with a D? Is it Butch Cassidy? I don't see any Sundance kids. No, it's Connor Cassady.
Sick and tired of being tired. Can't pick a side the Gemini. Prophesize if we live and I promise mama not to feel them by. Sitting black down and burning.
Thank you. Glad I make you proud. I know it's confusing having a Kendrick walk-up song for somebody who looks like they complain about the EQ levels on an Arcade Fire album. But we're here to open our minds, it's true. So I've been listening to a lot of Pandora recently, and because I'm too cheap to buy premium, I have to listen to a lot of ads. And there's one that comes on a lot that's slowly become my favorite. So this woman comes on, she goes, with this like sexy voice, she goes, "Hey big boy." Me, I don't really know how to be sexy anymore. I've been in a relationship since 9th grade, so all of my powers of seduction are gone. Like, my biggest line is, "You wanna?" And that usually does the trick. My girlfriend's here, if you wanna know, you can ask her, so please don't. So this woman in the ad, she goes, "Ever want something so bad that you do just about anything for it?" And I like to try and guess what ads are before they say it, so I'm just like, man, Klondike has really changed their ad campaign. If it's crunchy chocolatey outside and creamy vanilla inside, nothing will stop you. What would you do for a Klondike bar? But unfortunately, that's not what the ad was for. So she goes, "Ever want something so bad that you do just about anything for it? Well, Adam and Eve wants you so bad that we'll give you 10 free gifts with any order. A sexy surprise for her, an adventurous item for him, and something you'll both enjoy. Plus 6 free DVDs and free shipping." Alright, a few things. First, your company's name is Adam and Eve. Like, how do you reconcile that contradiction? It's like Catholic condoms or the rabbi's own pork chops. Yeah. We sell sex toys, but they're for heterosexual couples only. That's God's way. It's AdamandEve.com, not... And like, none of the arguments make sense to me, but the one that's most confusing is that everybody from a different race or ethnicity looks the same. And it just doesn't make sense to me because I think white people look the most alike of any race. Like, we look so similar that maybe 3 times a week I'll pass a white guy on the street, and I have to do a double take because I think, was that me? You know, like, race, it's this really beautiful thing, and it's a shame that race is kind of, they hate it. And from all these differences, like, we all have different cultures, and we learn from one another, and it's really good. We can expand our lives and everything. But with that being said, there's some things that we should not, like white people should not try and take from other cultures. Like the other day, I saw a white guy wearing a do-rag, and I don't think you guys heard me. I saw a white guy wearing a do-rag, and that's definitely not something he should be doing. And when I saw this, I just felt this incredible sense of injustice, because that guy definitely deserves to get shot by the cops, and he's never going to. And at the off chance he does, we'll just tweet thoughts and prayers. We don't need to think about it anymore. Seems to be working recently. We'll lighten it up, I promise, last time. So I moved off campus this year, and I've been taking the bus a lot more frequently, and something I've noticed is that people will do almost anything they can not to sit next to each other on the bus. And it reminds me a lot of how guys are in the bathroom, just doing anything they can not to stand next to each other at the urinal. And this is such like a profound part of guy code that they made an app about it. It was called the urinal test, and it was like this game where it would present you with like 7 urinals, 3 of them would be occupied, and you'd have to pick the right one to stand at. And if you got enough of them right, you'd win the game, and it would go, "Congratulations, you're a mild homophobe." Because the #1 reason this is so important to know, and it's ridiculous, is straight men's fear if they did that of someone thinking that they're gay. And to clearly air, no one does. It's like the exact same thing if you spill on your pants and you're afraid people are gonna, like, you peed yourself. No one's thinking that. They're more likely to think you have a problem with grip control than bladder control. But this thing at the urinal is so visceral, and it's crazy because it's so rare. Like, it's happened to me once in the 4th grade. So I go into the bathroom, this guy's peeing, and there's only 2 urinals, so I have to go with the one next to him. And he turns to me, he goes, "What are you, gay or something?" And I go, "I'm 9. I don't know what that means." So maybe, I don't know. It's also crazy because I don't think anybody's going into the bathroom to find a mate. Like, you're not going to be standing at the urinal, have a guy come up next to you and go, "What are you, gay or something?" "Yeah, I actually am, and I thought by hitting on you now, I'd let you know from the get-go I like when people pee on stuff." Nobody's doing that. But despite all this ridiculousness, men are still afraid, and the way you can tell is if you watch their heads in the bathroom because they do not move. It's just a bunch of guys getting used to the 6x6 inch square in front of their face. It's like they're afraid if they're standing there and their head moves an inch to either side, the person next to them will go, "Aha! I knew you were gay!" And maybe you are, maybe you're not. It does not matter. It doesn't make a lick of difference at all. Like, I think being gay is a lot like being left-handed. Hear me out. Minority of the population is left-handed. You don't choose to be left-handed, you're just doing what feels natural. And nuns used to try and beat it out of you in school. Thank you. And I think the left-handed notebook, you know, with the spiral on the other side, it's the perfect parallel for gay sex, because at face value, it looks pretty different, but just flip it over, it's the exact same thing. A slow burn. All right, that's it for me, thank you.